Okay, I have $60,000 to invest in A-rated bonds, which pay out 4% interest, and B-rated bonds, which pay out 6% interest. If I want to earn exactly $2,900 in interest, how much should I invest in each type of bond? So, I got these percent mixes. So I line up my lowest percent right of, then my highest percent right of, and that's it. Okay, there is no in between. So since these are the answers I'm trying to figure out, this is going to be X, this is going to be Y. Okay, so I make my systems grid. That's what you want to be using. You don't have to do a lot of labeling outside when it's a percent. We'll just write the word of right there. So, top row. All you do with top row is express your percentages in decimal form. Okay, so 0.04, 0.06, and then I put NA or cross it out. Okay, of X and Y. Now X plus Y has to equal something because we know those are our unknowns. Together they make $60,000. Now, to find my second equation, I align my product. 0.04 times X, 0.06 times Y. And I can't multiply here, so there better be a value. That better be known, given to me, which it is. It's 2,900. Okay? So it'll be 0.04X, 0.06Y. Okay, now my equation is here, and there's another one here. Okay, so I stack those, and I use elimination. X plus Y equals 60,000. 0.04X plus 0.06Y equals 2,900. Okay, make your columns. So times 0.04 times 0.04 times 0.04, and then 1, 1, 1. So you're going to get 0.04X plus 0.04Y. 0.04 times 60,000, it's going to be 2,400. Okay, then the bottom, 0.04X plus 0.06Y, and then 2,900. Okay. Now, we have a match here, so if we make one of them negative, it'll be 0X when I add. But then I have to remember to make that and that negative. So I add here, it's going to be negative 0.02Y. And I add here, that's negative 500. Then we divide by negative 0.02. And that is going to equal 25,000. Okay, so I invested $25,000 for the Y and the 6%. Okay. And now we need to figure out where will we invest in the 4%. Well, if X plus this equals 60,000, what plus 25,000 equals 60,000? Well, how about we subtract and find out? It's 35,000. And that's your 4%. Okay, one down, 3 to go. Number 2, adult tickets to a play cost $5 each, while children's tickets cost $3 each. If the theater raises $410 from the sale of 100 tickets, how many of each type of ticket are sold? So now we're to actual units, not percents of the function. We got adult tickets, dollars, and children's tickets. So dollars are a function of tickets, but there's 2 different types of tickets, which is why a system is needed to solve this. Okay, so you have together, and then the 2 things you're buying together are the adult tickets and the student tickets. Then how many units per unit and total. That's money total, money per unit. Okay, so we do have the the total cost at money total together is $410. So if I have that information, that's not going to be needed. The together and the cost per unit is not applied here. So when you don't have that, you're going to probably need to have something there. Okay, so how many units? You have 100 together. This would be X plus Y, or A plus X equals 100. Okay, then adults cost $5 and the students cost $3. Now you find these products, X times 5 and Y times 3. So 5X and 3Y. Okay, then you align your system. So X plus Y equals 100, 5X plus 3Y equals 410. Okay, so you're going to multiply the top by 5 and the bottom by 1. So it's going to be 5x plus 5y equals 500. Now bottom we're going to have 5x plus 3y equals 410. Okay, so negative, that would make us 0x. You got to make your 3y negative and your 410 negative. So that's going to be 2y equals 90. And you divide both sides by 2, and y is equal to 45. So 45 student tickets. Now what plus 45 is 100? Well, how about you take 100 minus 45 and see, it's 55. So 55 adult tickets. Okay, next one. I'm selling cashews for $7 per pound and almonds for $4 per pound. At the end of the month, the cashews had not sold well and I have 60 pounds remaining. I'm going to mix the cashews with the almonds and sell the mixture for $6 per pound. How many pounds of almonds should I mix to ensure that there's no change in revenue? So you have money as a function of the almonds and the cashews. So you're going to need a system, but this one is not really cookie cutter. Going to run into some different things when we go fill this out. So together, cashews, almonds, and those are sold by the pound. Okay, then how many units per unit, and then total. Okay, so total, well, I don't have the money total together, okay, so I leave that blank. Okay, I mean, you end up mixing them together and selling them, but we don't know how much money we're going to make by that. So leave that empty, so that means to get here, I'm going to need to fill these in. So as far as how many units, you have the 60 pounds for the cashews, and then almonds is unknown, okay? So what we do, 60 plus X is not 60X, quit writing that, okay? You just keep it at 60 plus X, put it into a quantity, a parentheses. Okay, now cost per unit. Well, I got $7 per pound. That's for the cashews. Almonds, that's $4 per pound when you sell those separately. And then don't put equals here, okay? Because money amount here is going to be 6. See, 7 plus 4 is not 6, so we don't want to write equals, okay? It's not how that's going to work. Okay, so the money total, so we don't really know anything here, so we find our product, 60 times 7, X times 4, and then we need to multiply the quantity of 60 plus X by 6. Because see, we want selling them separately to equal what I sell them when I mix them together, okay? The money total that we raise, I want the separates to add up and equal the amount together. So that's 420, and that's 4x. So 420 plus 4x. Then I distribute 6 to x and 6 to 60. So it'd be 6x plus 360. That's what I would put here. Okay, now we have our equation. 420 plus 4x equals 6x plus 360. So we get the x's together on one side minus 4x. You have to subtract when they're on opposite sides, or that's 2x plus 360. Then minus 360 minus 360, and that's 60. So 60 equals 2 times x. So 30 equals x, okay? So 30 pounds of almonds, okay? 60 plus 30, 60 plus 30, yep. So 30 pounds is how much I need. Okay, next one. A farmer needs 24 gallons of milk that's 20% butter fat. If the farmer has a combination of two milks, one that's 24% butter fat and one that's 18% butter fat, how many gallons of each type does he need? So now I'm back to percents. Now, what you need to do is list your lowest percent right of, your highest percent comes after that, and then there's another percent in between, which we're trying to get to. So these are my answers, 24 and 18. So we'll have this be x and this be y. Now there has to be a value that would go with 20%, and it's 24. Okay. So you make your systems grid, but you don't label it quite as much. You just put of, and I express those percentages in decimal form, 0.18. Yeah, this is completely different on a percent than it is on a units grid. I mean, you're using the grid, and some things are the same, but it's different. Then x, y, and 24. And that forms an equation. X plus y would equal 24. Okay. Remember, this is different. Now, these two can be added here to make this. It's not the same as when you do the per unit, okay? These can be added. It's the per unit one where they're not going to be added to make that. Okay, so I take 0.18 multiplied by x, 0.24 multiplied by y, 0.20 multiplied by 24. So that'd be 0.18x. This would be 0.24y. 0.20 times 24 is 4.8. So if I take 18% out of the x and 24% out of the y, it's going to equal 4.8. Okay, and there's your system, these two. So it's different. It's different. But the only similarity is that you use a 9-box grid. Okay, it's a system, but you have to design it a lot differently than when you do the units. Okay, so x plus y equals 24. 18% of x plus 24% of y equals 4.8. Start multiplying, obviously. So you multiply by the x coefficient, 0.18, and then the bottom's by 1. Again, the percent grid and the units grid are different. Different thought processing, different ways it works. Okay, 0.18 times 24 is 4.32. And on bottom, 18x plus 0.24y equals 4.8. Negative, negative, negative. So we add there, that's 0x. Add here, that's negative 0.06y. Then add here, that's negative 0.50. Let me re-add that. I think it's negative 0.48. That was wrong. Okay, then we divide. Okay, that's 8. Y equals 8. Okay, so we got 8 with the 24%, and then what plus 8 would equal 24? Well, you take 24 minus 8 and see it's 16.